we might have to execute this retarded man.
I'm not retarded.
No, you look like, a lot of people probably went to court trying to figure out what to do with you.
Right, but I'm not. I'm totally normal.
They didn't know exactly what to do with you. You look like one of those guys that like everyone sees. Like, is it ethical to put this man to death?
Yeah,
we don't know.
I am. I'm gonna lose some sleep over this one. I'm gonna have to.
We don't know. Yeah, you are the poster child for like what happens in Texas should never be talked about in Texas.
I'm keeping this one from the wife.
Just don't.
I'm not telling the wife and kids.
What'd you do
this?
Like, so
Execution.
Crazy thing is, you can go $5. You can get into the penitentiary and you can watch a retarded man, but put to death. It's pretty amazing.
Now, let me tell you, I lived in Texas for 22 years, and I will say that we hate retards there.
Dude. But the funny thing is, how ironic is that about Texas?
No, very, because a lot of people are like, I hate a retard. And that's like, did you look in the mirror this morning?
You're pretty fucking retarded.
Yeah, man.
And I'm not knocking Texas completely.
I am. That place sucks.
Oh, come on.
I mean, it was all right, I guess, when Ann Richards was governor for a little bit.
How long did you live there, you said?
22 years.
Then it can't suck that bad, motherfucker. Well, you spent 22 years.
Okay, first off, I didn't choose to move there. We moved there when I was 14.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And then I stayed way longer than I should have.
But
that was part of, I mean, you know that, where you're
I do know that.
Man, I would really love to move. And you're like, I can't move. I can't afford to do that.
Not only did I not think I couldn't afford it, I was one of those dudes so I grew up, we were lower middle class, so we never traveled anywhere. We never went anywhere. Like, there were kids that lived on my block, like, yeah, we're going to Florida for the summer. I'm like, fuck you. Like, anybody who traveled, I'm like, you pieces of shit. Yeah. I had such a resentment towards it. So, like, when people are like, you can move anywhere in the world. You can go anywhere you want. I'm like, I'm never going anywhere. You fucking pieces of shit. You guys are gay. Where are you going? Spain? You're gay if you go to Spain. Get out of my face with that. You're going on world excursions? You're so fucking lame.
Yeah, dude.
Stay
here. Airplane, like even an airplane, forget it, dude.
I thought airplanes were only for a long time. I was like, you're flying on an airplane? You are the dumbest piece of shit in the world. I've seen so many movies where so many things go wrong, dude. Anytime anybody got on an airplane, like, you're so fucking retarded.
Oh, I was always like, what's up, Rockefeller?
Oh, yeah, dude. I also thought, but that's the other thing I thought, too. I was like, yo, you're so rich, you're going to die on an airplane? You're an idiot.
Yeah.
You're an idiot. Why don't you use that money, buy a Lamborghini, and wrap it around a telephone pole like a real man, you fucking moron?
Yeah, our vacations these were our vacations, was to my dad's parents, my grandparents in Tennessee, and we take the car.
Oh, man.
We take the station wagon.
Dude.
And then to Connecticut for my mom's parents for Thanksgiving.
Wow.
So Tennessee was Christmas and summers for a couple weeks, and then Connecticut was Thanksgiving, and then kind of...
That's funny.
But always in the car.
You guys went to different states.
Yeah.
The biggest trips we went were to New Jersey, and that was like going to the fucking moon. Yeah. And people, like my mom acted like if we got to a certain point on the Blue Route and there was like traffic, she's like, oh, we've got to turn back. It was almost like a failed moon mission. It was just like... Like, we're not going to Sea Isle City. It's like, and we were all like, no. Dude, we would drive into Philadelphia, and Mom's like, what is this fucking Beirut motherfucking, what is this? What is this? Where I live, they drive down there, and they're just like, I can't. Ryan, I don't know if you saw the end of the block. There was a man laying down on the sidewalk, Ryan.
What?
What? If they came up this way, my mom's head would explode. My mom's head would explode.
Why are you living here, Ryan?
Ryan, who are these people? Why don't they live? What are they doing? Why is that man injecting himself? What is this? I just have to lie to her and be like, yeah, Mom, he's just it's insulin. He's got diabetes, Mom. You know what it's like. Ray, my niece she's got diabetes.
Boy, like, diabetes is rampant in this city.
These people are so tired they're having sugar crashes. It is insane that they're dying. What is this? You have to do something. She doesn't believe in an opioid crisis. I think my mom thinks opioid is a new like precious stone too.
Isn't that the name of a Tool album?
Like if you were like,
I love that Tool album.
opioid.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Mom, I made this for you. It's pure opioid on the side of it. She's like, ooh, is that an opioid inlay? That's amazing. That's amazing you did that.
I saw some of those at the antique store.
It was on Antiques Roadshow.
Yeah.
She's like, what is this? It's like, this is pure opioid. And it's very, very, you know what? I had a ring made of opioid for my son who was born in October. That's his birthstone. Opioid.
You're not going to believe this. Hold on to your bloomers. That is worth $50.
$50. I bought it for 10.
That's amazing.
And you know what? That's going right to Sam's Club. And I'm going to get That's exactly how it would be, too. If you gave my mom $50, she's like, well, it looks like I'm going to BJ's and getting all the toilet paper. Just for fun.
And a sweatsuit.
And I'm going to get potpourri. My mom still uses the crock pot potpourri. You don't know about that?
What?
Oh,
wait, you put it in the crock pot,
dude,
or it's supposed to smell like
Danny knows exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. Dude, imagine a fucking ceramic pot plugged into the wall. And you put water in it, and you dump dead flower shit into it, and it just boils.
Yeah.
And
we used to do that on the wood burning stove, though.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Dude, it was one of the things where one of my dogs got super sick because he would, like, when it would cool down, he would eat it, and then he would throw up petals all over the place, and it was like the best smelling puke I've ever smelled in my entire life. We had to keep the cats out of it because then
Did you ever try to eat it?
No, but I did think that if you drank it, it was like good for you.
Oh,
I thought it was like good.
It's probably not. It's probably not.
I did think, I was like, this is perfect.
Yeah.
Like I could do this. And then I also heard when I was a kid, an old wives' tale, that if you drink potpourri water, your farts and poop will smell good.
What kid on the playground told you that garbage?
Dan Fender.
Yeah, I bet you Dan Fender's in jail right now.
No, Dan Fender is probably dead. Without a doubt. I'm willing to bet. How many dead people do you know from elementary school? Because I can tell you right now, I know 9.
No, I don't know anybody from elementary school. Because remember, we moved after junior high.
That's right. You were fucking
So, like, I don't keep
set.
in touch with anybody from Warminster.
Really?
No.
Not anybody?
I mean, some old family friends. Like, we went up there a couple months ago. Mom came in to hang out in Connecticut. And so we went for a couple days and stayed with some family friends that still live, like, right around Warminster there.
Man.
That place it's changed a little, but not for the better.
Now, when you say changed a little, what do you mean?
I mean, like, the Naval Air Development Center is not there anymore. And now it's just big fucking Walmart or whatever, you know? So it's like, it didn't get better.
You know, that is the worst part. Is like Spring City and Royersford, you know, you leave and then you come back. You'll leave for several months and you'll go back and, like, all they do is add strip malls everywhere. Yeah. It's like nothing good, but everyone acts like, because now we have an Outback Steakhouse, that, like, we're finally getting recognized. It's like the orphans from the movie The Warriors. Like, we got a heavy rep. We got an Outback Steakhouse here.
Dude,
you guys have heard of us.
And Warminster's still hiding in the shadows, like, please nobody recognize us. Please nobody acknowledge us. It's great. They still have strip malls, but they're not new strip malls. It's just different stores in the old strip malls.
Yeah.
Like, it's not the video store anymore, you know. Now it's a tobacco outlet. Yeah. But then we went by our old house.
What'd they do to it?
Well, they took out all the trees in the front, and it's painted a different color, but not. It just looks old and run down. It really shattered some illusions a little bit.
What do you mean?
Like, I was expecting to go back and see this same house with all the trees that were the same and everything.
You thought your house was untouchable at time and development?
Well, or just like, you know, you would hope that the homeowner kept it up. And it was like, when did this go from, like, middle class to, like, lower middle class?
They went in there like, what did this weaselly stoner do in this room? Fucking...
I mean, that's fair, but still, it was a nice house. But yeah, there was, like, so there were 3 pine trees in the front with a big tree and then another one by the house. those were all gone. So there was like no trees in the front yard. The driveway was all crappy, and the house didn't look great. But the basketball goal that me and my dad put up was still there without the goal on it, just the pole.
Just the pole?
Just the pole. And we moved in 1986.
Why would they leave just the pole?
I have no idea, dude.
That is fucking bizarre. That is weird as fuck. They cut down all the trees but left a steel pole in the ground?
Yeah. That is mostly rust now, obviously.
I think your house may have been bought by like meth addicts or something like that.
Dude, I have pictures of it.
It sounds like shit.
Yeah.
Man.
And it was I wish I had old pictures of it so you could tell the difference.
So the people that live in the house that the house we moved into after I was 6 that I spent from 6 years old to 18 is up for sale, and I think about, oh, that's a beautiful little house, and there's that little pole all rusted.
It used to be red.
Look what it did to the grass. Look what it did to the fucking grass. All the dead grass.
Well, I think that's just because, yeah.
What were you doing to that grass?
No, I think that's just because it was right after winter, man.
Fucking lame.
But there used to be a huge tree right there that, can you guys see that? That I would climb. I'd climb up to the top of it.
What would you do in the tree? Were you one of those kids who jumped out of them?
Oh, yeah, totally. But that one, I could climb all the way to the top, and I thought it was so cool because I could see the high school was up the street from us, but it was up a little bit of a hill because we'd go that's where we'd go snow sledding at the high school because they have a big hill on the side. And so I thought it was so cool that I could climb to the top of the tree and actually see the high school from our house.
Dude, there was a kid who lived on my block named Jason Long who they had I don't know what the fuck type of pine tree it was, but it was like the ones that are like 40 feet tall, like the huge,
like proper,
absurd pine trees. And he would climb it all the time, and then like they cut it down one day, and this was after he had like moved, and it was on the block, and he's like, man, I can't believe they cut my pine tree down. And he actually cut, or like he told me that he took it, he had carved in the top of the tree that his brother Joel was retarded. He carved Joel's a retard in the top of the tree, and when they cut it down, he's like, yo, I stole the top part of the tree. Like, dude, I'm trying to throw away my memories.
Oh, that's awesome.
Like, dude, I was like, I would take that forever. I wish I had shit like that from my childhood, and I don't have anything like that.
I wish we could have gotten the backyard at my old house because we carved the trees in that backyard, for sure. Oh, just stupid stuff like our names and stuff. I didn't put like my brother's a retard or anything.
There was a couple kids in my town. I don't know what it was about swastikas, but they loved them. What? I don't know what it was about swastikas. Holy shit, this is the End Podcast with Ryan Shannon. I'm here with my good friend, you know him from Live at Creep Records Recording, and the moronic Trey Galyon. Thank you so much for being on the fucking show.
Yeah, no problem, man.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling all right, you know. Tummy's a little okay.
Tummy's
been
I told you to take fucking...
Dude, I took some Pepto.
Yeah, well, I told you to take Tums. It has the word Tum in it. It's for your Tum.
Fair enough.
Fucking...
Maybe I'll do that later.
Jesus Christ.
But we're okay. Show last night was a lot of fun.
It was good.
Punchline.
You did well.
Well, and I love how other comics are like, man, this crowd sucks. And it's like, no, maybe it's you that sucks.
Wow. Yeah, there was a couple stinkers. I was there. I heard. I heard and then didn't
I had
hear.
fun with them. They listened and laughed at me.
They did agree. You did
Some dude even threw me a joint.
He
on
threw
stage.
you a joint?
Yeah. He was one of the, it was weird. He came out of nowhere. It was like I was talking to this side of the room and then looked back over here and he was just suddenly there, standing like right in front of the stage.
And then did he disappear into the fucking back?
No, he threw something at first, right? And then it was like, and then he kind of turned to walk and I was like, wait, what'd you throw? And then the whole crowd was like, he threw a joint.
Oh, man.
And then it kind of blended into the carpet, so it took me a minute to find it, but grabbed it. And then he was like, it's an indica. Because I had mentioned at the beginning of my set, like I was like, you guys bear with me because the only weed I've got right now is some sativas and I get a little jumpy on those, you know?
Yeah.
And so he was like, it's an indica. And then that was my problem was like I kept talking to him, so he kept standing there for a while. And it was like, you should probably go now. And so he
that's the
eventually
problem.
walked to the back, and he did end up getting kicked out, which sucks because he was totally harmless.
Wait, you're talking about the guy who was running around in the shadows throwing drugs on the stage, got kicked out?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah, but I tried to, because he got back to his seat, and I was like, "You're lucky you haven't gotten kicked out yet." And then I was like, "Well, he was harmless. Like, it was a perfectly harmless interaction.
Yeah,
we had fun with it. The crowd was into it and everything, and it was fine. And he didn't stay up there too long.
Sure.
You know, a little too long.
But I also imagine this guy was also scattering drugs out throughout the whole fucking property.
I hope so.
Just dropping coke
like
somewhere.
little Easter eggs.
Like, yeah, I hope they find this later.
Right?
That's what I should have done with the people who moved into my house. I think about doing that a lot now.
Well, do you do the like tagging? Like take the cover, the light switch cover off and
right
tag
stuff.
it and then screw it back on?
There's one thing I wanted to do. Like, that's a good idea, but I want to go harder than that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I want to go.
Put a dead body in the wall.
Look. Maybe.
Yeah.
But one thing I think about doing is getting a whole bunch of like porcelain dolls and then cutting the eyes out and putting mirrors in them and just leaving them scattered throughout the house. So whenever they do, people come in and try to redesign or remodel, they have to deal with these fucking weird dolls.
Or like on the inside of a vent, like your AC
that would be
vent.
fucking awesome.
You know, just sitting there to where
Just like,
they're not going to notice immediately, but eventually.
it would be fucking great. Or I think about like if I ever rip up the carpet or like tear down a wall, purposely putting things that look like claw marks on, like, so it looks like someone was boarded up in the fucking wall.
That's really good.
That's the way you do it.
Yeah.
I don't know why anybody isn't doing that shit anymore. I know there was one time where they were doing a remodel of the fucking grocery store I worked in.
Uh-huh.
And then it's like they were redoing, and then like apparently they found somebody left a message that just called everyone a bitch. Like from 1984. They're like, yo, Dom's a bitch. And like Dave, he works on the site. He's a fucking bitch too. It's like just going down the line of all the union workers who built this grocery store. It's like, and I hope these motherfuckers find this at some point in time and know that all these people suck complete shit every fucking day of their life. I don't know why more people aren't leaving messages in remodeled homes. It seems like the easiest and most fun prank to do, and I don't know why more people aren't doing it.
Well, one of my favorite ones was the construction worker that was working on Yankee Stadium and was a Red Sox fan, and so he buried a jersey in the concrete. But then somebody ratted it out. They found out somehow, and so they dug it up.
What?
And, I work for MLB.
Yeah.
And so I was working at Yankee Stadium, like in one of the back rooms where we had our computer stuff. And so I had to walk through the little service tunnel where it was. And so, yeah, they still have a hole there with like a little, metal bars. They made a little gate around it.
So wait, the jersey's still in the fucking...
No, they dug it up, but the hole is still
there.
Yeah.
Man, they should have just left that jersey there.
Totally. Well, somebody shouldn't have ratted him out.
Yeah, that is also bullshit that they ratted him out.
Yeah.
That's horseshit.
Number one. Yeah, he shouldn't have gotten ratted out.
You know what another thing I don't understand about like sports stadiums that they don't do? In the men's urinals, why do they not put the opposing team's logo in the urinal?
Yeah.
Why
exactly.
is that not a thing?
Yeah.
Just piss on it.
Well, because you'd have to change it every game.
No.
Who wants that job?
You have all the urinals. It's just like
every team from your division just rotating.
All in there.
Yeah.
You can just pee on all of them. I don't know why that doesn't happen. These are fucking $1 million ideas.
Well, I love the urinals with the little soccer goals in there.
I've never seen those.
Or the ones with like the actual like Target thing.
The Target things are funny.
Yeah.
I like those. I also want urinals that are just big mouths of like porn stars or something. So
and have them just suck
pee. You can just
urine
pee
out of your wiener.
Yeah, you can just pee in their mouths. That would be fun. I don't know why that doesn't happen.
You'd end up sticking your whole wiener in there.
I mean,
That's gross.
What are you
dude.
doing? Just
walking in the bathroom. Yeah, you're just totally.
What is that? It's like I'm just putting my whole wiener in the mouth.
I don't think that's how you're supposed to use that.
But I don't know why they don't do that. If I designed toilets, I would also make them like politicians' heads.
Yeah.
With their mouths open, like it would be like, this is the top of their head, this is the bottom. You just sit in it.
Oh, that would be great.
Why
like the
doesn't
whole
that
thing.
happen?
Well, it needs to.
Dude, these are billion-dollar ideas. I don't know why Kohler and fucking Glacier Bay aren't on top of these things.
No, shush. Start your own company.
I don't have the means to an end.
Dude, go on, what's
Trey,
the Shark Tank?
Where's
Shark
my
Tank.
money? We didn't even
Mark
go to New
Cuban.
Jersey. Where's my money, Trey? I thought flying on a plane was another tax bracket, and I didn't even go to New Jersey sometimes.
The first time I flew on a plane, I felt like I was so rich.
Yeah.
And then you quickly realize, oh, I'm not rich.
Yeah. You don't feel rich when you're flying 5 hours nonstop on Frontier.
Right. Like,
I'll tell you that
this
much.
is not as awesome as I thought it was
You don't
gonna
feel
be.
rich at all. You actually feel like you're being deported.
Yeah.
You like wherever they're sending you is going to be exponentially worse than where you came from. That's
Dude,
how you feel. On
Any
Frontier.
air travel now just blows choder, dude.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I also, you know what? I guess I've been lucky because the amount of air travel I did last year, it was pretty great. It was a lot of air travel, and I haven't been on an airplane that nobody's caused a problem on. Like I see all these videos about everyone freaking out or causing fights or starting shit on the plane. None of it has happened on an airplane. And
Yeah, not for me
I got
either.
lucky. Because I hear horror stories about like people just being uppity bitches about it. And that stuff like pisses me off. It's like, you're already on the fucking plane. Just sit the fuck down, shut the fuck up, try to sleep or don't. Just stop being a bitch about it.
Well, that's the thing is like these people got to be new. Like you clearly do not travel very much, you know?
Sure.
Because if you travel enough, you know how much it sucks and you know what you're in for.
But it's all-
and so you just sit there and take it.
I got to be honest with you. I don't travel that often, but I'm on a fucking plane.
Yeah.
What am I going to do? Complain about the fat dude sitting next to me ripping fucking heaters from his ass for 5 hours straight?
No.
No, you clap back.
Yeah.
You try to fart harder than the guy who's coming at you.
Yeah.
And believe me, I have done it, and it is not good. You ever fart so hard on an airplane where you have to sit where you have literally crapped your pants on a plane?
No. Did you crap your pants?
A little bit.
Really?
Yeah.
Like there was a little bit of brown in there?
It was one of those things where it was so uncomfortable that I did get up to go to the bathroom and wipe my butt.
Yeah.
It was like having a runny.
yeah.
It was like having a runny nose. You know?
Like you're like, I hope that's sweat, man.
Dude,
I hope that's just
It was
sweat.
one of those things where I was sitting and I was like, it was one of the fucking. It started out as a little bit of a trumpet and then became a fucking tuba real quick. I was like, oh no.
No, I always try to get to the bathroom because I do think, farting on a plane is, especially in your seat, is pretty inconsiderate. But then you go fart in the bathroom and it circulates throughout the whole plane anyway.
You're in a fucking
it's not
steel
like,
tube in the sky. Where
Yeah,
the
yeah.
fart's gonna go?
It's not like it's vented outside.
Not at all, man.
It's just
like,
getting recirculated.
what do you? Everyone's breathing the farts.
No, yeah. Because
Everyone.
Like everybody, if you've flown enough, you have smelled somebody take a duker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. There's nothing worse too is when there was one time a baby was on the flight,
Yeah.
and the baby shit, and they had to like change the baby,
no,
and it
dude.
was fucking nuts.
Yeah, I'm one of those where I think they should have separate planes for people with babies. Like if you have a baby, you have to fly on that plane.
I mean, I think they should have separate
You're not allowed on
transportation
the
for a lot of people.
Okay.
Not that. Not that. Was it the swastikas in the trees getting carved that fucking made you think that, you know what?
No, just because I've known you as long as I've known you.
Yeah, well, I don't believe in that. I don't believe in racial segregation. I believe in getting the handicapped where they need to be out of my way. I'll tell you that much.
Now that is something
Yep,
like
see?
For sure. Like, but sure, let them on first. Stick them in the front of the plane so you can get them off first too. You know.
Sure.
So I'm all right with that. But babies, nah, dog.
Dude.
It's separate plane.
But see,
Separate
the
plane.
thing is, they won't do that because you know how terrible it would be if a whole plane of babies went down?
Yeah, I don't
You know
care.
how, dude, imagine
To
the
who?
backlash.
But to who though?
Imagine a whole fucking JetBlue
Yes.
crashing into the fucking ocean with nothing but 90% babies on it.
Yeah, I just got a little bit of a boner. right
Mothers and children just being wiped out by one technical malfunction.
now. Stop, dude, or I'm gonna come.
Dude, that would be... they'd be like,
Amazing.
we have to change this whole thing around. We can't have all the babies in one place in the air.
Dude, yeah.
Can you imagine a plane, a midair explosion, and then babies raining down on a fucking town?
Just a bunch of Pampers
just
and
fucking,
stuff.
just little fucking bodies.
Like a melted baby bottle.
Oh, my God.
Lands in somebody's pool.
The debris.
Yeah, dude.
The baby debris raining down from
Why
the
is there
sky.
a dirty diaper in the hot tub?
This? Oh my God! There's just a fucking Yo Gabba Gabba shirt strung in the tree on fire.
No, yeah. I think there needs to be an age cutoff, man.
What's the age cutoff?
Oh, dude, it's going to be up. A lot of people aren't going to like it, but I mean, I think you got to go 8, 9.
The age cutoff is 8, 9.
8, 9, somewhere in there. Right? Yeah.
So only 10-year-olds on the plane.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'll go 8, 9. Like. Old enough to where they're not going to cry over something stupid. You know what I mean?
Depends on the kid.
Well, totally.
Have you ever met? I've met some 8 or 9-year-olds that I want to punch in the face for all their crying.
A lot.
You know?
Yeah.
I've seen these kids are terrible now. You have to up that. Like, honestly, it should become the year thing. It's like if you were born.
Well, because this is also the thing is like, because like on one flight I had recently. It was the dad and 2 kids right behind me. And the one kid had the window seat, and the one kid on the window seat kept kicking my seat. Kept kicking my seat. And they were definitely under 8. Like I'm saying 5, 6 maybe.
Yeah.
Kept kicking the seat. I turn around and look, make eye contact with them, you know, and they know.
Yeah, they know. They don't give a fuck.
You know, but then a couple of minutes later start kicking the seat again. And then that's the point when I look at the dad. You know, and it's like, are you really going to make me say something, dude?
Yo. And what happened?
And then he immediately looked at his kid and was like, yo, stop kicking the chair. And then 15 minutes later, the kid was kicking the chair.
Yeah,
again.
man.
Yeah.
See, that's the other thing. If we were ever so privileged to be on a plane at 8, and my mom would have been spinning yarns about, like, if you start kicking the seat, you could actually cause a problem with the electrical components in the plane.
Yeah.
And if you do that, then the wing will, like, she would have been like just the final destination domino effect. Like, you have to understand, if you do anything on this plane, anything could go wrong, and then we will die.
Do you think that's kind of tapered off with this newer generation or whatever?
Yes.
Do you think that's another thing where like the parents aren't willing to put some fear into their kids by lying to them about stuff? Why are you not? That is such a useful tool.
Dude,
if I had kids, that would be...
There are things that I've heard. Now, don't get me wrong. There are things I've heard that, in a way, it's almost like, I don't know why your parents told you that, because not only does it not, it doesn't do anything. Like, it's instilling fear that doesn't even need to be instilled. Apparently, one of the friends I have, her mom told her, if you wear low cut, like super low cut socks, it'll actually cut off circulation to your toes and you'll lose them.
What was the problem with low-cut socks?
That has nothing to do with anything.
What kind of beef she got?
And
like,
I
what
remember
happened to
hearing
her?
this and being like, she did not. She's like, for the longest time, it was like I saw people wearing like low-cut sneakers, but they had like low-cut socks. And she was like, I want these low tops and I want these like low socks. And her mom was like, you know, if you wear low-cut socks like that, it'll actually constrict circulation in your big toe and your little toe, and then you'll have to have them amputated. Those kids are living on borrowed time, actually.
What happened to this mom?
Dude, I don't know. And that,
did she have some uncle that would touch her that always wore ankle socks?
Wow, that's some deep cuts.
You know? Or a parent that died working in an ankle sock factory.
A sock factory? He came back, he was all socks. Like, oh no, not his hands. Dude, yeah, you gotta scare kids. I don't know why they don't.
Yeah, that's idiotic that you're not doing that.
You gotta.
Yeah.
Especially younger kids that are gonna act up. You have to tell, like, I mean, I remember just people warning you about creeps in the town. Like, you know, like, hey, you got to be home before the streetlights come on because that old man Johnny will get you.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, why don't we have that anymore? And you know why? It's because we do have stuff like that, and now no one cares. That's why. When people are like, you better watch out or you'll get human trafficked. Like everybody in the world right now. It's pretty crazy that's happening. It's like no one. The fear is not.
Who took Johnny?
They took him and they made him like a real thing. Like there's no, like I've talked about this time and time and time again. Urban legends, I would love for new ones to come back.
But that's not an urban legend like that. That's again, that
it's
was
becoming
real.
an urban fact. Was like, it's not. Dude. It's like you can't even get away from it now.
And I mean, I don't even because that was my generation. Like I grew up in the 70s and the 80s. We were the milk carton generation, and I don't remember my parents once being like, yo, you need to watch out for strangers. It just still was never. You're sitting there eating breakfast, staring at a missing kid, you know.
And you're like, that'll never be me.
Nah, whatever.
What a dummy.
Yeah.
Slipped up. Slipped up.
My parents were like, nah, we live in Warminster. That's safe.
That's never going to happen.
Yeah.
Nah, dude, it always happens there. I don't know if you watched a Netflix show recently, but it always happens in those small towns.
Who took Johnny, man?
Dude,
that was a suburban
who took
neighborhood.
Johnny? How crazy was that?
Yeah, dude. If you haven't seen
Johnny,
Who Took Johnny,
holy shit.
Watch Who Took Johnny. It'll blow your freaking mind.
It was amazing.
Yeah, so many it pulls you so many back and forth so many times during that movie emotionally. You're just like, this would never, and then you're like, oh no, this could.
And then you know what the worst part about Who Took Johnny is at the end, you're like, oh, this lady's just crazy. This lady's just crazy.
Yeah, but is she crazy?
That's what I mean. I know. And it's like, but the things she's talking about later, you're like, oh, you're just so mentally destroyed that you're now creating this entire thing.
When they start tying it into that big child ring out of the Midwim, Nebraska or whatever it was, is that I'm not mixing up documentaries, right?
You're talking about where the house where he talked about
in Colorado, and then they take the kid to the house and they go in the basement and shit, and he's like, hey, look, here's all the names that we carved in here.
But the other thing where I was like, again, it's actually like they don't know if it actually happened or not, but when Johnny shows up and tells his mom, that's where you're like, what? She's like, yeah, he came to me. He got out of the car. He spoke to me and told me everything was wrong and everything was going to be okay in the future.
Yeah, and that was just like hairs on your arm.
But then he gets back in the car.
Yeah.
And
because he has to, man.
I know.
Or they're going to kill his mom. You know that,
dude,
right?
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Right, exactly. That's what you end up doing after you watch that documentary. Like, I don't know, but probably.
I mean, but that's the thing, man. We need more.
Put the fear in the kids.
Yeah.
Lie to them and to scare them. Because I don't think it's that damaging because, like, with me, it was like...
I mean, we lie to kids all the time.
Right, and then I do, personally. Like my friends' kids, constantly. Because I feel like, and this is me being like, just knowing me, I'm not taking anybody else's brain into consideration, but it was like when I got old enough to realize like, oh man, they were yanking my chain. I wasn't mad about it or damaged by it. You were like, I understand, or like, oh, that was funny.
Did you ever get a lie on top of a lie that compounded a lie? Did you ever get one of those?
Like from the same person or two different people?
No. So like the lie of Santa Claus being real.
Okay.
Okay. And then you discover that. So this is what happened. My grandfather.
Let's get into it.
My pop-up. Every Christmas, the VFW and Legion he was part of put on like a Christmas party where like, they invited, veterans, veterans' family. And if you had kids with you, they had a Santa Claus there. They had a Santa Claus there to like, talk to kids and sit on the lap and tell them what you want for Christmas, all that shit.
Yeah.
We were around, me and my younger brother, 7 or 8 years old. We go to this fucking Christmas party and my pub was like, yo, you want to meet Santa Claus? Santa Claus is here. Santa Claus is here. And we're like, oh, fuck yeah. We start walking up to the Santa. This fucking Santa looked horrific. I mean, he was like just the shittiest looking version of Santa I've ever seen in my entire life. And as we're walking up, like my younger brother's like, that doesn't look like Santa Claus. And I'm like, Papa, I don't think that's Santa Claus. And my Papa then goes, yeah, Rye, it's not Santa Claus. Santa Claus died in World War II serving the country.
Stop.
He died in D-Day. And you was like, now go up there and show respect.
Stop, dude.
He's like, the Santa Clauses you see
Pop was hardcore,
are a
dude.
memorial for for Santa Claus who died serving like for the longest time. I was like, oh my God, I've been a dick the whole time.
Oh,
and we
that's
went up,
good for him.
And we just like talked to the Santa Claus, like, thank you so much for holding the flag for, Santa Claus, keeping the
carrying the torch,
keeping the fucking hope
passing
alive.
on the tradition.
It's like, I can't believe it. Like I didn't know Santa Claus was such a true patriot.
Thank goodness.
Thank God you're around to remind everybody. Never forget.
Dude, you know what I just realized?
What?
I still have these headphones on.
Well, keep them on because we're listening to messages right now.
Oh, yeah? That's
Look at
so
that.
funny. I got so high and put these on before we started recording and then just zoned out and didn't.
Makes sense.
And I've even looked at myself on the thing.
Yeah, I saw you doing that. I'm like, he doesn't even know he's got headphones on.
That's how high I am.
Dude, you're so fucking baked.
Usually.
Yo.
Yeah, pretty regularly.
That's the
most
diva.
of the time.
That's... You're such a weed head, dude, now.
Yeah, man.
What's up, Shaner? What's up, Danny? So I called a couple weeks ago about a girl that I work with that was, like, flirting with me. And you guys said I shouldn't try to fuck her, but I've decided to disregard your advice, so I'm calling in for some more advice. How should I go about, like, discreetly trying to fuck her?
Oh,
without,
so you haven't even done it.
I don't know, like, blowing it up. Like, I don't know. I don't want to make it, like, too... How do I say this? I don't want to make it too over the top where, like, I could catch, like, a sexual harassment charge or anything. But,
Oh, my
like,
God, this guy.
I don't know.
Okay, so...
You get what I'm trying to say here. But, fucking, I don't know. Let me know what you think. I know you think I shouldn't pursue this because all the reasons you listed last time or whatever, but like, fucking help me out here. I'm gonna do it anyway. So just help me out, all right? Bye.
I can't listen to this idiot anymore.
Well, he's well, all right.
I'm sorry that I called you an idiot. I don't really think you're an idiot, but I'm just like, okay, what the did he say what the job is, where the job is? Because I think that's a big thing.
I can't remember if he did or did not.
Is it like an office job or just like yeah, we work at the Wawa?
I don't know. I can't remember. What I will say is
Because he sounds pretty young.
I do appreciate you. You're like, I'm gonna do it. It's like, but I haven't done it. It's like, I appreciate you got drive. I'll give you that. You got moxie, kid. However, if this woman who has displayed, from what I remember, has displayed a little bit of flirtatious interest in you, I mean, I don't understand why you're like, dude, should I jump the shark into sexual harassment? Like, I don't know if you...
Well, first off, then don't do it at work. Don't ask her out at work. And then you avoid the sexual harassment thing completely. Because it's not sexual harassment if you're not at a job.
So what you're saying
if you just do it out in the street willy-nilly, that's not sexual harassment. Yeah.
I don't know if that's true.
No, that's true.
I mean, I've been... You can sexually harass somebody out in public.
No. No, you have to be at a job.
I don't know, man.
No, you have to be at a place of employment. Yeah.
If you go up to a chick in the park and be like, yo, nice cans.
No, that just means you're rude. And she could slap you or whatever, but that's not sexual harassment. She can't get you fired for that.
I mean, you get fired from the public. It was where you get arrested. That's fired.
Maybe if somebody records it and throws it on
that's
TikTok.
That's how it goes. Did you say maybe?
Yeah.
Dude, one woman raising her voice in public,
that's still not sexual harassment.
These
that's
phones
still
come
just
out like
you being rude.
Samurai swords, dude.
Yeah.
You're just going to get fucked in the ass. But
that's sexual harassment.
No, that's sexual assault. It's you don't know what the things are.
Maybe that's it. Maybe I just don't know what the things are.
It's like, I don't know what that is. He's just talking to her. No, that was sexual assault. Do I think? What advice can I give you? Yeah, I mean, Trey's right. Don't do this at work.
But banging somebody that you work with in general is not an awesome idea.
I don't know.
I mean, I've done it.
Sure have.
Have you ever
banged on the job?
Oh, no. I've jerked off in the bathroom at work.
That's even weirder.
How is that weirder?
You've jerked off at work?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, it's because you didn't see the girl that was sitting at the desk next to mine.
All right. See, now, if you got caught jerking off and you said that same thing, that seems like it could be sexual harassment.
I didn't go back to my desk and be like, yo, I just went to the bathroom and tugged one off to you.
But I don't know. I've seen a lot.
And nobody was in their video recording me,
Sure.
as far as I know.
As far as you know?
Yeah.
Were you video recording yourself?
No, I wasn't.
Why
we didn't
not?
have those phones back then.
Oh, man. What a time to be alive.
Yeah, we didn't have there weren't cell phones
There weren't
at
cell
all.
phones
Well, I mean, there
recording me
were, but they were
beating
still
off
the
at work.
big brick ones.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So you jerked off at work, but
Yeah.
you never banged at work.
No, never banged at work.
Yeah.
Let me think. No.
I have.
Like in the bathroom or
No,
like
in the basement.
in the basement?
In the basement.
What was the job?
I was a bar back.
Oh, at a bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems pretty acceptable.
I mean, it's
Because, I mean, who hasn't banged in a bar?
everybody.
Right.
Everybody. But I didn't think, I got to be, we were pretty flagrant about it. I thought we were definitely going to get caught.
Yeah.
I was like, we are totally going to get caught. And she was
Like,
like,
right at the bottom of the
dude,
stairs.
it
You got her
was
bent over the
down,
railing.
like downstairs where the prep room was. We shared a like storage unit with another establishment right next door. So that was their storage unit and our storage unit, and there was constantly foot traffic coming through there. So we were fooling around in that part of it and was like, no one's gonna come down here. But we constantly heard people like walking around. She's like, we got to get this over quick. And then it was just like fucking in the basement for a good 5 minutes, just trying to get
5
it.
minutes?
Yeah. What? Wait a minute.
Yeah.
How long do you last?
I mean, it depends.
How long?
You know, but if you're just going like full bore, like I'm not stopping till I come.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably not long. Probably a couple minutes.
Bomber.
Yeah, that's why I gotta add stuff to it. You gotta add moves and
Yeah, you
things.
got to do mouth stuff.
right.
I understand. You got to eat butt.
But that's what I'm saying. Like for a quickie in the basement,
Yeah,
5 minutes. That's
I was
pretty
having
good.
fun.
I gotta imagine.
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I was making it worth it because I was also thinking like we're definitely gonna get fired. I was like, if we're gonna do this and get caught, I'm not just having this fucking quick bang. I'm gonna fucking get it in there.
Well,
for a
plus if
little
it was one where you're like, this is my shot with this girl. I know I'm never gonna sleep with her again.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
but we did later.
You did?
Yeah, we
Good
did.
for you.
I was
Like in a bed,
in a
like
real
proper.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was a couch, but
Okay, yeah, cool.
which couch do you think it was, Trey?
Stop, dude. I'm not sleeping on it.
Yeah,
just
what
sitting on
couch
it.
do you think it was?
It's got a cover on it, right?
Trey. Did you say it's got a cover on it?
Right? No? All right.
Trey, that corduroy has seen
stop,
some
dude.
things.
That's doing comedy for as long as I have. I've crashed on a lot of couches.
That's why I didn't want you
that was
sleeping on that couch.
I'm fine as long as you don't I don't need to know about it. I don't have people come over.
Didn't you
and
come
tell
into the house and see that couch just frowning with fear?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
No
the
comic
couch
has.
saw you and was like, "Who's this man? He's gonna abuse
There's
me."
no comedian that owns a happy couch. They are all traumatized, emotionally damaged couches.
Dude, imagine
Just crying
a
themselves to
support
sleep
group of
every
couches.
night. For real,
It's like,
dude.
"Hi, how you doing? I'm Ryan Shander's couch." You're like, "Hi." He's like, "Yeah, it's been like a couple months, and I still can't get the memories out of my head. It's like I'm trying."
And there's no feel-good moment in that meeting either.
No,
you know, where they all hug it at the end and they're
no.
like, "We're gonna be all right, you guys."
All the
No.
couches are just like, "I can't believe we got to come to these."
Still,
fucking
and then they go home sad because we're like, now we still gotta.
How
like,
was the meeting? I didn't accomplish anything. I feel worse now.
Yeah. I mean, I said some stuff in front of other people that said horrible things
know what the
too.
worst part is?
But it was so bad listening to their stuff too.
They think it's all about solidarity, but I gotta be honest with you, it makes me feel worse knowing other people are dying.
Well, then
Makes
it's
me
like,
feel worse.
plus Ryan's got Trey coming over this weekend for
I
a
don't
couple
even
of
know.
nights. Trey!
I don't even know what he's gonna do.
I know.
I don't know what he's gonna do.
Oh.
And he smokes weed, and he's gonna have drugs on the couches, and he's gonna finger me. He's gonna finger my couch hole.
Maybe.
Yeah, dude, you could. That couch is a slut.
I mean, I'll feel it up first and
Dude,
see what's happening.
That couch is the worst part about that couch. I know is like the couch doesn't know anything else now. You know, even if I were to release that couch to the wild,
Yeah.
or like try to rehome that couch, it's like it's an abused animal.
Yeah.
I'd be like, yo, you have to fuck on this couch.
You got to find its finger holes. And
it doesn't
use
know
them.
anything else. It's just you got to do it. It's just been so ingrained in the fucking corduroy on the couch. I'm glad you didn't. I'm like that's why I was worried about
I
you.
just got fuzzy mouth a little bit.
That's why I was worried about you sleeping on the couch. Anyway, don't fuck your coworker at work.
And thanks for getting the air mattress so I didn't have to sleep on it. Yeah, man. I mean, again, I kind of need more information, but just a general rule. Yeah.
I mean, I appreciate you too. Like, I mean, you're going to do it. Yeah, you're going to do whatever you want. I get it. But I don't think, you know, if you're thinking that this is going to be a sexual harassment type thing, maybe don't do anything. If you think you could be in a situation where she'll be like, yo, you're sexually harassing me, maybe don't do anything.
Yeah, if you look, if you guys are flirting at work, let her be the aggressor in that, you know, and you just play it cool. And certainly, yeah, don't ask her out in front of people at work. Do that. Like, come on, man, it's 2023. Get her Instagram or her phone number or something and slide into her vagina.
We got.
But don't let people
Also,
at work know. I think that's the key. Don't do
another.
it, but if you're going to do it, which you said you are going to do it, just keep it. Don't do anything to where people at work could find out about it.
Yeah, don't do that. And also, don't say vagina the way Trey just said vagina.
Yeah.
Vagina.
Don't say most things the way that
don't
I
do
say them.
anything that way.
Yeah.
Fuck, we got one more message. Hopefully this is a banger.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay. Hi guys. Hi Danny. Hi Ryan. Hi whoever the guest is. You're probably dope as hell.
Oh,
Hopefully
thanks.
It'd be cool if it was Peggy because she's awesome. Hi.
Are you...
So I knew you would appreciate this. I don't have a bunch of friends here because I'm newer to Kentucky, but we got tickets to go see SmackDown. And yay! Lifelong dream. So, and that's it. You guys have a good day. Okay, bye, guys.
Later.
Wow.
That's awesome that SmackDown's going to Kentucky.
That is great.
I mean, yeah.
And what
she didn't say exactly where.
You know what? That was the most lighthearted message I think.
Yeah, I like that.
I've ever got.
I wish we could sprinkle those in every once in a while.
Yeah. And I'm
That
sorry
chick
I'm
was
not
just
Peggy
pumped.
O'Leary.
Oh, yeah. Look at you fucking tarnishing it now. Don't shit on that message.
No, I wasn't shitting on it.
Yeah, but you seem a little aggravated.
Well, that was just like, I mean, I don't think aggravated is the right
All
word.
right, you seem-
It's just for her to throw out a name of somebody that I know, too, you know?
Sure.
It's like, I mean,
She
yeah,
didn't know-
Peggy's fun time Peggy, but, you know, I'm all right.
She didn't know you were going to be on the show.
No, fair. And Peggy is probably a better
And she also
guest
said,
for like this
"Hey,
kind of
guest,
thing,
I
'cause
bet
she's
you're
all,
dope. I bet you're
I'm
dope
Peggy."
too. I bet you're dope too."
Yeah, she did.
She did.
And
Now,
she's right. I am dope.
apologize.
I'm sorry. Did she say her name?
No.
I'm sorry, listener that called in that sounds pretty young, but is going to SmackDown.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Part of me wonders how this person even got this number. And you know, like, do your parents know you're calling a strange man in Philadelphia? Are your parents aware that you're going to SmackDown too? Do they know anything? You have to be careful. We just talked. You might get taken like Johnny Gosh. The last thing we need is another girl on a fucking milk carton going to fucking pro wrestling events. I don't want that to happen.
Getting swiped right from the pro wrestling events.
Yeah.
Did you know that's a thing?
What?
That's a big thing. Yeah, Vince McMahon will deny it, but if you look at it's yeah. If you look at
Come on.
Yeah.
No
Look at
way.
Yeah. Missing children reports that line up to WWE events. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I don't. It's not that I don't believe that. I just don't believe that.
Yeah, man,
You know what
Google
I mean?
it. Like Vince McMahon's been asked about it in interviews, and he just skirts it completely.
He's like, look, it's just a thing that happens.
Yeah.
You know? It's like these kids show up and they have a good time, and like kids disappear all the time.
Well, yeah, he does his business thing. Like, oh, I don't know anything about that.
Like,
Clearly, we're family friendly here.
I can't take accountability for the actions of others.
I'm not watching every child that comes to my events.
You know what? See, that's where, if you are going to prey on a child, I guess SmackDown is the best place to go.
That would be a good place. Sure. A good place. A Taylor Swift concert.
Yeah.
WWE event.
Definitely.
What else?
If you probably go to like Make-A-Wish, you could probably get a kid pretty good. If you...
Yeah, depending on your how you approach that.
Yeah. If you went to
What's your angle?
fundraiser and you're like, hey, I donated all this money. I just really want to see this kid, live the best life they possibly can. And then your whole thing is like, I'm going to snatch him up.
Yeah.
He's like, and what's the worst that could happen? Is like, you just...
Yeah, like the playground thing is... I don't
played
understand
out.
why the playground thing was such a thing. Because you're usually there with parents, too. And it's a smaller group of kids. So there's more chance that one of them is going to, start screaming when you grab another one.
Sure, but the thing is, kids are pretty dumb.
They are.
Did you ever see that one thing where they used to... I think it's called What Would You Do? I think that's what it is called now. But same guy who hosts that, he would do these things where he would talk to parents. He's like, you think your kid could be abducted? And they're like, no, my kid's way too smart. My kid's way too smart to fall for any of that. He's like, well, we have an actor over here who's going to go over and pretend.
And you're like, yeah, I'm watching.
Watching some of the kids... like shooting fish in a barrel, man.
Yeah, dude. And their parents are just sitting there crying while they're watching the video. It's like, that's right, you moron.
Dude, but what's funny is that, like, as much as that is raising awareness,
yeah,
there was one guy watching at home like, it's so easy.
that was what put him over the edge. He was like, I've been saying that it's so easy.
You know what I'm talking about?
And like, these guys are proving it.
I've been thinking about this for months. He's like, I don't have the confidence. I don't know what I'm doing. He's like, I've been training and talking to myself in the mirror.
I mean, you got to beat it into your kid. Not literally beat it into your kids, but don't talk to cops. Don't talk to strangers.
Sure.
Period. You tell them, period. Don't talk to cops. Don't talk to strangers.
No, cops are technically strangers with guns and unlimited power.
Yeah.
Don't talk to any of those guys.
Now, I do have some friends that are like, hey, please don't tell my kids that because we kind of want them to talk to cops while they're children, and then let them
develop
be educated in that.
Let them figure out the harsh reality.
The cops will actually help them.
We want to talk. We want them, to know, and then they find out that this is a huge,
because if you are lost, okay, maybe go talk to a cop.
Yeah.
And then you'll figure out later in life that don't talk to them.
When you know what you do to prevent a kid from being lost? Yeah. And even if they do, you show them fucking Rambo or you show them Predator, how to survive in the woods.
Watch Alone with them.
Yeah,
watch seasons of Alone with them.
Watch that shit.
Yeah, teach them some real life skills.
You know what? Watch The Gray with Liam Neeson where he fights the wolves with the airplane
with the bottles.
Dude,
it's so good. It's so good.
You know what? It could have been better though. They didn't really go into that whole wolf fight as much as I wish they would.
No, but just the poster, the fact that they used that for the poster
was fucking great.
Yeah.
I wanted to see more wolf fighting.
Yeah.
There's not enough of it in movies, and I don't know why they don't do it anymore.
No, like even in what's the one with the dire wolves? I mean, they rode them around and stuff and tore up some people here and there, but not full on. Was it Game of Thrones?
It might have been Game of Thrones.
Yeah, that had the dire wolves.
Yeah. Diarrhea wolves.
Yeah.
Now that's a fucking werewolf.
Just
every full moon, he's like, I can't. See, that's what you do. That's what I'm talking about. You scare kids with urban legends of fecal werewolves.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
so you might get bitten by a werewolf and then you'll just have the shits. And then you don't go out at night.
Werewolf, their wolf.
Is you don't want to have to deal with it. It's something that, it's how you scare kids. You either tell them that they're going to go to SmackDown. Yeah, but,
Oh, I made that up, too,
What?
about the kids getting, that being a thing, kids getting kidnapped at WWE things. That's not a real thing. I made it up. I just want to leave
I
enough flag
tried
in there
looking
for
it up and nothing came up.
Gotcha. I got Dan at least.
Got ya. That's not a got ya.
Oh, it's not?
No.
I thought that was a good one.
It's like, hey, I just want to let you know it is a terrifying statistic. If you take your kid to something fun, somebody will come and take them away. It's like, it's a thing that Vince McMahon has been denying for a very long time, but the child trafficking at fucking sporting, like, entertainment events, it's pretty crazy. And they're like, oh my God, I don't want to take it. It's like, got you, just lying to you. Your kids won't die there. Get out of here.
No, that's a good one.
I don't know if you know what good one means.
No children were harmed.
You know what? You are right.
Yeah.
But there probably is a percentage of children being abducted from sports entertainment events.
Not my pig, not my farm.
Yeah, I know, dude. Not your monkeys, not your circus. I get it. I get it, dude. But you had me there for a second.
Yeah.
I was honestly thinking.
That's what's up.
It's not even a.
That's a good one.
I don't know if you know what good one means. Because it wasn't even like kind of goofy. It gotta
be goofy?
You gotta pepper in some goofiness with a fucking thing, because that's what makes it a funny believe. Like getting someone to believe something dumb is good. You just made up an alternative fact.
Yeah.
You just pulled a Republican move.
Whoa, dude! Now that's a politician move in general. And You
just pulled a fucking.
Let's not get partisan with this shit.
Sorry, Senator Galyon.
They're all bad.
Yeah,
all right?
they're the worst. But you just made up a fake stat.
Yeah,
but it wasn't even a goofy one.
No. It was a lie.
Yeah.
So it was to fool people.
What it wasn't.
I wasn't trying to be goofy.
Well, you got to be
I was just trying to trick some people.
But the funny thing about goofers is that you make someone believe a ridiculous thing. You know what I'm talking about?
But why does it always have to be funny? Sometimes it could just be terrifying. Again, I put the fear in you for a second, didn't I?
Well, I wasn't scared. I was pumped to see more kids scared.
But you get my point.
Scared. I was hoping more children who tune into this show every week are now left with a believable lie.
I should have just let it lay.
You should have.
Yeah.
I don't know why you blew your spot up like that.
Well, I wasn't going to until way later, but then it just kind of.
And then it started. You know what it was?
Well, because you brought it back up.
It's because you have a conscience.
No, it's because you brought it back up.
Or
I don't have a conscience.
I was trying to help you.
I mean, I do have a little bit of a conscience, but just with certain people.
I don't know.
Dealing with certain people.
Would you ever traffic a child for the right reason?
Traffic a child for the right reason? What would be the right reason?
I don't know. Maybe you have to get a child over state lines to get medication that it needs.
That's not trafficking.
That's trafficking.
Well, and then plus, what kind of dumb are you? You can't get whatever medication that kid needs, like on the dark web or whatever.
Some people don't have access to the dark web.
Everybody's got access.
No, they don't. You got to download a whole new browser. Some people don't have the capability to do that, or the wherewithal,
or a friend that can do that,
or a friend that can do it. Some people don't.
Close enough to Mexico.
Look,
the list goes on and on.
I mean, some people don't. Some people live in Connecticut.
What would be a good reason to traffic a kid, though? This is what I'm. Because what do you consider traffic? Like traffic, take the kid and give him to somebody to have sex with.
Taking a minor over state lines.
Oh, well, that's. You can take him over state lines to get a tattoo or something.
Yeah, that's trafficking.
Yeah, that's trafficking.
That's trafficking.
So that'd be a good reason.
Yeah,
take him across
to get him a sweet tribal.
Yeah. Take him from like Oklahoma to Texas to get a tribal tattoo.
I'm taking you where you can get the tattoos you need, buddy.
Yeah. You want to start you off right.
You want a sick back piece? We can't do it in Connecticut. I got to get you where you need to be. Well, they don't even care about the laws over there. You want a face tat? You're 8 years old.
Dude, that was the great. Back in the day, Oklahoma, it was illegal to get tattoos. And their porn was the one, like if you open the magazine, it had the little dots over all the. So
you guys had pasty porn?
No, Oklahoma did. But that was the thing, is like when you drove from Texas to Oklahoma and you get close to the state line, the highway would just be lined with porn stores and tattoo parlors till you got to Oklahoma.
It's just like, finally, we can get the fucking titties we want.
Yeah, man.
Dude, that is kind of funny because I did see one of those pasty porns where The women's nipples were edited out. There was also like heavy airbrush on the puss.
Yeah.
But what I found very interesting is that it was a hardcore porn mag. So there was like penetration, but there was also the dot over that as well.
Well, because that's just a sticker.
No, this was like in the thing. This was like,
really?
These were pictures that were like edited.
Oh, that's funny.
I didn't understand like who would want this.
Yeah.
But like, you're fucking.
Because in Oklahoma, it was the regular, magazine, but it was just stickers.
No.
Imagine if that was your job back in the day.
What, just
slapping stickers
guy?
on titties and dicks.
Like, Dude, could you imagine a titty sticker union strike? Because like, we aren't getting the benefits. I will never.
We got to unionize.
It's like, these hours are insane. I've been putting titty stickers on these magazines for years, and I'm still not respected in the community. I've been saving children from when they find woods porn, the nipples that they don't want to see. I've been making an impact on society because I know if they see labia, their head will explode. I've been making a difference and going to church. I'm the only one saving this community. And you want to look at me like I'm a monster. Well, I'll have you know that my thumb hurts every day from the amount of stickers I've been putting on and putting on and putting on, and I'm still not the man you love anymore, Diane.
Hot damn, that took a weird turn.
Yeah.
Oh.
Thank you. And scene. And that, Trey, is how you act like a thespian.
Right. Right. Yeah. That was solid thespianship. Thespianism.
I
What do you call
also
it?
really appreciated the range of emotions you had. Just like a disappointed parent after some kid tells them that they see something in the woods. Like, I swear to God, it was a leprechaun out there. Like, oh, you're retarded. You're just a retarded child. What's the dumbest thing you ever told your dad?
Oh, wow. The dumbest thing?
The dumbest thing that you were borderline excited about, that you were going to SmackDown level excited about.
Well, I lied. It was a lie. He was taking me to get a new bicycle, which never had a new bicycle. Whoa. The only bicycles I had were
Hand-me-downs, yeah.
or garage sale bicycles.
Yeah, well, that's technically new.
Well, new to me.
Yeah.
But so I had gotten a garage sale bicycle stolen, and then I found one on sale, and my dad was like, all right, we'll go. And so I was so super excited that we were getting this bicycle that on the way there, I made up a lot. Like there was a snowstorm that had just happened, which is probably why the bicycle was on sale.
Sure.
But I was so excited about getting this bicycle that I just made up this story about a dog getting stuck in the snow, and I had to dig the dog out with my snow sled. And he completely called me out on it as soon as I got done with the story. He was like, did that really happen? And I was like, no, I was just really excited about getting this bike.
So you made up a hero story?
Yeah. For no reason. That was like, I didn't even need to be a hero. Like, it was such a lame, just like, what?
Dad, I really appreciate you getting me this bike. I just want to let you know you're getting a bike for a
hero.
Goddamn pillar of the society.
I save animals.
I saved an animal, Dad. And I want to thank you for being a product of your loins. Thank you for making me.
It's because of you.
It's because
that
of
I'm
you
this way.
that I saw that dog stuck in the snow. And I decided, a lot of people just saw that dog drowning in snow. And I was like, not me. Not me, Dad.
People actually walked by it and just looked at it and scoffed.
Dog just stuck in a goddamn snowdrift. And I was like, not today.
Yeah.
Not today, Lord. You're not taking this angel home.
No.
Not today. That is retarded.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It was pretty dumb.
That is pretty goddamn dumb.
Yeah.
Man. The dumbest lie I've ever told to my mom. So I got grounded when I was like 8, 9, 10. I can't remember how old I was. But I decided I was going to run away.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah. I was like, time for me to live in the woods.
How far did you make it?
Let me get to it.
All right.
So,
how did she react? Okay, sorry.
I was like, fuck this. I am running away. I'm like, I'm not dealing with this shit anymore. And I packed a backpack and I went to the window in my older brother's room. Because it was the only window that like led out to like this landing on the porch roof.
Sure.
And I was like, I'm going to get on the porch roof.
Yep.
And I'm going to like jimmy down the fucking, like the
classic move.
You know, I'm out of here. I'm fucking out of here. So then I opened.
Like, why would you just walk out the front door? Anyway.
Because I wanted to make a scene. I wanted to, so when they like come to see me in my room, I'm like, no note, just disappeared. I was like, I'll fucking done with you. I opened the window, and I totally forgot that the window was like, you had to prop it up with like a piece of like wood or something. And I forgot how heavy the window was. So I'm trying to get out, and I'm like straddling the windowsill, and I'm like, what? I was like, I'm gonna roll out like Indiana Jones onto the roof. And I drop the window and it fucking shuts on me. Like fucking like I'm split in half in the fucking window. And my head is like smacked by the fucking thing. I'm like, oh god damn it. I'm trying to get up. I fall back in to the room and I'm like yelling, and I guess my mom hears me. She comes into my brother's room. She's like, why are you in here? Why are you in your room? What are you doing? I'm like, gosh. She's like, do you have a backpack? I was like, oh. She's like, were you trying to run away? Were you trying to run away? And I was like, no, I actually was coming to fix the window. And I was like lying that I had tools in my backpack. And she's like, let me see the tools. I'm like, where do you have the tools? I'm like, oh, it's like, I know the window's weighted. It's really fucked up. It's like, I was trying to help, Mom. I was trying to make up that I was mad and I did something bad and I'm trying to fix the house. She's like, she like picked me up by the scruff of my neck and brought me back into my room. And I was like, I had a mark on my forehead from being hit with the window. And she was like, you are. So I'm like, I'm telling you, I was trying to fix the window. It's like, I was like, nobody appreciates
How great would that have been if it like broke your back?
Oh,
fell on you, broke your back. You're paralyzed now, you know?
Love it.
Because you were trying to fake run away from home.
And the funny thing is, after she didn't believe that I was trying to fix the window, I said, you know what? No, I'm going to run away. Because nobody appreciates me in this fucking home. I'm like, I am running away.
Dude, I want to know what was in the backpack.
Oh, it was just clothes. I think it was
probably like just 2 dirty shirts.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I just picked up, I did the thing. I'm like, I'm getting out of here. Like, fuck this. And I think I didn't think about food at all, but I did have a jar of like miscellaneous change.
Oh, there you go.
Then I was like, I'll use this for fucking, and I found like I had a Swiss Army knife, and I was like, and this is all I need in the woods. I was like, I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna be fine. I knew exactly where I'd go too. I was gonna go into the woods, and there was a sewer duct.
Yeah.
That like was a huge like concrete overhang thing, but like it would never fill with water. So it was always like dry, and I was like, I'm just going to live in the sewers from now on.
I mean, that's a solid starting point.
I thought it was a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
But it wasn't until like I went there the one day to like go in and I sat inside. I was like, yeah, I could have totally lived in here. And then there was like these gigantic spiders that were just crawling all over the place. I was like, I would have never survived in here.
Oh, I thought you were going to say there were actually already other people.
Yeah, there were other children who ran away.
Fucking grown ass adults.
Like, hey, you want to join our fucking clan?
I've lived here for 20 years.
You know how long I've been in here? Since I've been snatching kids from SmackDown.
Yeah, there you go.
It's pretty fucking...
I runned away from home in 1985.
I'm going to tell you right now.
Snatching kids ever since.
I'll tell you right now, it's not so bad. You get used to the spiders, and there's woods porn with little stickers on the nipples out here. Jesus Christ, this has been the End Podcast. Thank you so much for joining me, Trey.
That's it. We did it.
We did it. Thank you so much for being on the fucking
Love
show,
you, buddy.
Dude. Love you, too. Also, call Call the hotline 833-443-5300. We'll address any common question, concern, or work-related fuck that you're going to try and do, or any SmackDown event you're going to go to. That was such a good goddamn message.
Don't get kidnapped, lady.
Don't get kidnapped. You possibly 10-year-old woman. Later.